Today on Trisha, the truth comes out.
Can I talk? Can I talk?
Don't talk to me like that.
What about the guy that never
Kayla is convinced that Chris, the father of her baby, is cheating.
I'm losing my mind and I hope I can find some sanity. On my birthday, he disappeared for hours and didn't answer his phone.
When I called his phone, another girl answered his phone and said, quit calling my phone.
What?
Or quit calling this phone.
Chris is pointing the finger at Kayla.
You had sex with...
though. I never did nothing.
Exactly, you got your answers. You...
Hey.
The truth comes out and tensions ignite.
While the baby was in the hospital, did you have sexual intercourse with another woman?
The polygraph determined that Chris...
I knew it.
Hang on.
Nicole is here to find out if Joseph is cheating.
Women pick him up from around the corner from my house, and all he claimed they do is ride around all day. We both had to get treated for an STD. And when I asked him where it come from, he tell me only God knows.
His shocking admissions.
Have you had sexual intercourse? Have you had unprotected sex with other women? You said yes. Oh God, you said yes. Do you know who gave you chlamydia? A little bit hard to tell with all those.
Plus, the outrageous hatred from Joseph's family.
Stay out of my business,
You don't
Nicole.
deserve to be involved
Stay out of my business.
And this hidden camera video could send Nicole packing. Today on Trisha.
Sitting with me is 20-year-old Kayla. Now, Kayla has a 1-month-old son. Now, he was born with life-threatening complications, and he's already had 2 major surgeries. Now, if that isn't enough stress for this young mother, she suspects her boyfriend, Chris, has been cheating on her behind her back. In fact, Kayla suspects while their child was fighting for his life in the hospital, Chris was out sleeping with another woman. Now, listen to some of Kayla's other suspicions.
I'm losing my mind and I hope I can find some sanity. I've been with Chris for a year and I've known him since elementary. I know he's cheating on me. I have proof that he cheated on me. On my birthday, he disappeared for hours and didn't answer his phone, and another girl answered his phone and told me to stop calling bitch. After we came home from the hospital, Chris smelled like sex. He wasn't having sex with me. I just had a baby. How can I have sex? My son's dating had 2 surgeries. Me and Chris prayed together and cried together, so if he's cheating on me, it's gonna tear me apart. I hope Chris doesn't fail this lie detector test, but I feel that he's going to. I want Chris to know that I want him to be here with me and his son and not cheat on me and lie to me anymore.
Now, Kayla's cousin Amanda is in our audience because she wants to set Chris straight. We'll meet them both in a moment. But what makes you think Chris is cheating on you?
He left on my birthday and told me he was going to the store and he would be right back. He was gone for 4 hours. When I called his phone, another girl answered his phone and said, bitch, quit calling my phone.
What?
Or quit calling this phone. And he got on the phone laughing, and I said, who the hell is that? Why is she answering your phone?
Yeah.
Telling me to quit calling your phone. He's like, oh, she's putting a number in my phone for my dude because he don't have his phone. And another thing, he admitted to me twice of cheating on me with the same girl, one of his ex-girlfriends.
He's already admitted to doing that?
Yes.
Go back to the beginning. You and Chris, how was it back in the early days when you 2 got together?
When we first got together, everything was fine. We got along well. We was always with each other. We had fun. And then it seemed like around in May, he just started veering off to other women. Like,
Was something going on between the 2 of you?
No, we was perfectly fine. That's why I don't understand why he cheated on
God.
me.
So how many women do you think he's cheated on you with?
2 that I know of. I don't know if there's any more than
What
that.
are you going to do? What are you going to do if you find out? Because a lot of people come here, they want the truth. What are you going to do if you find out that he has cheated on you?
Well, I know for a fact that he did once or twice. If he does it more than that, I'm done. I can't deal with it. I have a baby that I have to worry about.
Now, can you trust him with your own girlfriends around him?
No, I can't. The other day, like about a week ago, my friend came over. I went to go take a shower because I haven't had a shower. I went to go wash my clothes. I went upstairs in the shower. When I was in the shower, she was throwing herself at him. They somehow exchanged numbers. They was texting each other. He was asking her, can he come spend the night with her at her house?
Did you see these text messages?
Yes, I did. She showed me when I went to her house and confronted her about it. And she was scared and was about to cry and tell me that she didn't do anything with him or she don't know how he got her number.
How do you deal with all of this stress?
I don't know. I can't. It's too much. I can't do it no more.
This is your cousin Amanda. You say what? Get out?
I tell her to leave him all the time because it wasn't only one time that he's did it. He's did it more than once. She's always calling me crying because he's cheated on her. And then he tells her that he's only said it because he was mad or she made him mad.
Thank you, Amanda. I want to hear now. I want to hear now what Kayla's boyfriend Chris has to say. Now, he seems to think it's okay to spend lots of quality time with his exes. Let's find out more. Come on out, Chris. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
First, the reason why I did cheat that first time is because we were staying at my family's.
Hang on, shh, I need to hear this.
We were staying at my family's house.
Okay.
Every night before I would go to bed, my bedroom door would be open. Now, when I would wake up 2-3 days out of each week, she wouldn't be next to me laying with me. The door would be closed.
Hang on, so you're saying what? While you were sleeping, are you saying she got up and went and had sex with this family member?
Yeah.
So let me ask you about you, because this is why we're here at the moment. This friend of hers, the text messages going between the two of you, did she hit on you or did you hit on her?
She hit on me. She threw her body at me, basically.
Yeah, and did you throw her body back at her?
No, I didn't throw my body back at her.
Why didn't you come upstairs and tell me when I was in the shower?
Why?
Because you liked the attention. You wanted the attention. If you didn't, you would have told me before I found out on my own.
Okay, I want to check all this. Now, I just want to check what she told me against what you said. You weren't there on her birthday?
Well, I went to the store. I told her I was going to go to the store.
He left and never came back.
I told her I was going to go to the store. I seen my sister's baby dad, you know what I'm saying? We was out walking. He seen a girl that he used to mess with. She needed to use a phone. I gave her my phone. Can I talk?
I kept calling.
Can I talk? Can I talk?
Don't talk to me like that.
Like I said.
Yeah. Go on.
Like I said, she needed to use the phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I handed her the phone. And at that time, when I handed her the phone, she was calling. And I have no clue why. I don't even know this girl's name.
And you get on the phone laughing.
Man, when you hear these lie detector things, I want an apology. I want you to bow.
If you told me the truth and you only cheated on me the 2 times I know about, I will apologize. But if you didn't, I'm done. I can't do this no more. We got a kid we need to worry about.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
So, Chris, can I ask, how old are you?
22.
How are you dealing with your little boy's health issues, man?
It's hard. It's stressful.
When he was in the hospital, we put our bickering, our accusing, we put that to the side.
You didn't disappear one time when he was in hospital? You didn't go off somewhere?
I went to my sister's house.
When you left, you said that you was at your friend's house. Now it's your sister's house?
Wait till you
Now
hear.
it's your sister's. It wasn't your sister's when you was gone.
See, man, I love him so much. He went through so much.
If you love him so much, then why are you doing this to him? He needs you. Why are you worried about all these other bitches?
Making it seem like I'm the bad guy.
You are.
You're saying, apart from those, was it once or twice?
What?
That you cheated?
Once.
Once. Apart from that one time, you're saying you never cheated?
No.
Okay, well, we're going to take a break, and up next, we'll get the results of the lie detector test. We'll be right back. Coming up.
Exactly, you got your answers.
Hey. Next. Nicole is here to find out if Joseph is cheating.
We both had to get treated for an STD. And when I asked him where it come from, he tell me only God knows.
Secrets will be revealed.
You got your answers.
Today on Trisha.
Nicole is here today because she wants to uncover the truth in the hope of saving her family. Nicole moved herself and her children all the way from sunny Florida to Nebraska to be with this man, Joseph. Now, you see, Joseph wanted to be closer to his family. Well, little did she know what she would receive when she got there. Not only did she receive an icy cold welcome from Joseph's mother, Tanya, and his sister, KK, yet she also claimed she received an STD from Joseph. Take a look at Nicole's story.
I dealt with a lot of things in my life, but what I won't deal with is a lying, cheating man. I know my boyfriend Joseph for 4 years now, and he's the only reason I uprooted my life from Florida. I admit, Joseph was there for me when my baby had open heart surgery, and I appreciate that, but that doesn't change the fact that he's sneaky. Women pick him up from around the corner from my house, and all he claimed they do is ride around all day. He also comes home at 6:30 in the morning. That's a whole new day. Then, we both had to get treated for an STD. And when I asked him where it come from, he tell me only God knows. Besides my kids, Joseph is the only thing keeping me in Nebraska. I dealt with bitches, STDs, and a dysfunctional ass family. His mother, Tanya, and his sister, KK, think I'm keeping him away from the family. They disrespect me all the time, and it's only so much I can take before I snap. I'm a Southern girl. Me and Nicole don't get along. So if Joseph is cheating on me, I'm getting the hell up out of Nebraska.
Now, life hasn't been easy for Nicole, I should tell you, because her son is really ill, very ill. How is he doing?
He's doing better.
And what was wrong with him?
He had a hole in the main chambers of his heart.
Did he have to have surgery and everything?
Yeah, he had open heart surgery at 3.
Oh, my God. Now, was Joseph there for him?
Yes, he was.
So you moved your whole family all the way up to Nebraska to be with him?
Yes.
And what kind of reception did you get from his mom, Tanya, and his sister, KK?
At first, they was very welcoming, and then they just started treating me as though I was the girlfriend from hell.
Did you do something? What happened?
I feel as though I haven't did nothing.
What is his mom and sister saying to you?
She called and left me voicemail saying voodoo bitch and tramp, hope I burn in hell, stay the from her family.
What other reasons do you think he's cheating?
Me and Joseph went to the doctor and get treated for STDs.
Where'd you get this STD from?
He said God only knows. I was clean when I got with him because I always go to the doctor and get checked.
Have you ever seen a woman waiting for him in a car or hanging around for him?
Yes. Well, I came home, I'm sitting in the driveway, and he comes out and get in this car with the female that I noticed was sitting there, but I didn't know what she was waiting for. So I get out my car and I tap on the window and I'm like, what is this? He said, oh, it's just a friend. She's finna take me to my job interview. I said, well, tell your friend bye, I'm home.
Well, Nicole has 2 big thorns in her side, and they're here today. Before we meet them, let's hear what Joseph's mother, Tanya, and his sister, KK, had to say.
As you can see, I'm the queen bee, and I'll always be overprotected over my children, no matter how old they get, who they with, or where they go, because I'm their mother. My son, Joe, is dating this trifling girl named Nicole. I don't know where she came from, but she better get back there real quick.
Nicole is a voodoo bitch. Joseph is my little brother, and I think that Nicole is pulling my brother away from the family.
When Nicole first came to Nebraska, I took care of her and her children, and now she's becoming a nightmare on Elm Street.
Nicole is a liar, and she even lied about being pregnant to my family.
I think she's deceitful. I think she's not honest, and I think he can do much better.
This is blood.
And it don't get no thicker.
Wow. Please welcome Joseph's mother, Tanya, and his sister, KK.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. So, ladies, what is wrong? What did she do to you?
Well, Nicole has been starting a lot of deception in my family, for one. For two, I don't like the lies and the concepts that she feeds me. She's an agitator, an instigator, and I don't think you're good for my son.
How am I all this stuff, though?
Because how am I even in your stuff? I don't even be around you and JoJo.
I didn't even want you here. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all. This is about me and Joseph.
JoJo,
Why are you so trying to...
You have started a whole bunch of mess.
What do you think she's lied about?
First of all, she's supposed to be pregnant.
Throwing stuff out in the street, then you say you love him?
Because he can't come to my house till 6:30 in the morning.
You can't go to nobody's house
He can't be giving me STDs. That's not right.
He come to his mama's house.
That's not right.
No, he can
You
come to
damn
his
right.
mama's
You
house.
damn
Anytime he get ready to come, you want to take him and put him in harm's way? Because you don't want nobody else to have Joseph. You want him all for you.
That done happened to Joseph, and
you
y'all know that y'all feel.
Okay, whatever.
The only thing Joseph does since he's been with me is a traffic violation, okay?
What did she do? What happened?
She turned into a wicked witch bitch.
And what you think you is? You should be a bitch grandmama. You should act like a grandmother. But you all in me and JoJo's business. He's a grown man. He's a grown man.
I don't give a damn if he's grown. You can't sit up there. You want to take my grandbaby from me? You want to devour anything that we want to do?
You're not allowed to see your grandbaby because she didn't like your ways. You put that girl through hell.
She's in my bed in my house right now.
Now, one of the reasons
it's
we're
about
here,
Joseph, honey.
yeah, it's about Joseph. Okay. And one of the reasons we're here is because Nicole feels that maybe he's cheating.
If my son is dedicated to her and he wants to be a part of her life and they are really serious about each other, I don't have no regrets about that.
But you left a message. You left a message, didn't you, saying you hoped he was cheating?
Yeah, I do. If he's got to end up with a woman like this, and all this and lying behind me, he can find a better person than that. She is holding him. She's trying to be a gold digger.
A gold digger? I work hard. I go hard. How am I a gold digger?
She said if he didn't have a job...
How am I a gold digger?
He said if...
Come on, man.
I ain't trying to get no applause on that. But she said this. If Joseph one more time, I'm going to get another man.
Just a minute, why is she a gold digger when she's doing the work?
Because
she's
as long as JoJo's doing for her, she's cool with him. Soon as he loses his job or he ain't got nowhere to go, she's throwing his clothes out.
She's a long way from home. She would have thought that his family was her family. This must be painful.
No way, Nicole. You could have thought that. We were there for her. We did everything for her.
Every Christmas, this is the house I was at since I've been here.
In your minds, would it be better if he was cheating and she did throw him out once for all and then he came back to you?
That's what they want.
I don't want him to lay up under me. I want my son to be independent because he's a good man for a girl. She came on TV and strutted her STD disease, so she want to run my business. She want to run his life, so no other woman would not want Joseph because she just tattered and torn our family apart.
We're going to take a bit of a break and calm down a bit because when we come back, we'll meet the man these three women are fighting over and we'll find out, is Joseph cheating on Nicole? And are Tanya and KK dead set on breaking them up? Keep watching. Next, busted on camera.
I want to come back to your house with all
Later.
Exactly, you got your answer.
Hey. Will be revealed.
You got your answer
today on Trisha. Welcome back. Earlier we met Nicole, Tanya and KK. Now, Nicole packed up her kids and left warm, sunny Florida, and she's living now with the love of her life, Joseph, in remote Nebraska. Now, while Nicole expected the temperatures in Nebraska to be brutally cold, she didn't expect Joseph's mother, Tanya, and his sister, KK, to be even colder. Now, unfortunately, Joseph is the man caught in the middle of this family drama, and while he denies cheating on Nicole, he has this message for his mother and his sister.
Nicole, you got to know I love you and that I want to start a family with you, baby. The fact that you think I'm cheating on you eats me up inside. You my rock and my backbone, but I can only take so much of your insecurities. Mama and KK, y'all gotta let me go. I'm a grown man. Both of y'all cannot tell me who to love. Nicole has done nothing to neither one of y'all. So if you love me, then you got to learn how to love her too.
Yeah, okay. So, Maybe it's the time for this gentleman to choose where he is in all of this. So please welcome Joseph. Hey, Joseph. I don't normally get Greek guests like this. I don't normally do this, but there's your chair. I was going to let you choose where you want to sit. You're happy with that, Tanya?
I'm happy if he's happy.
You didn't look
but what
happy.
I'm trying to say, no, I'm not happy to certain extents the way that she's treated my son. But if she has that much possession over him, she can have her little boy toy. And we'll back on up.
Wow, but she a grandma though.
Wow.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Like
I'm a grandma. I'm not a grandma. You took that place. She's the grandma, the auntie, the mama, and your love of your life. And I'm
done. But at the same time, I feel like my brother, he's still young though.
Well, I'm glad you're gonna be there, Joseph. That's the choice. I never had no problems. But don't make me y'all maid and y'all slave and then put me on the back burner and pick me up when the hell y'all want me to be up there.
Like you involved in everything, but when you act like that, you don't deserve to be involved in nothing.
I'm gonna be with her.
For real.
This is who I choose to love, and this
Okay,
is
you
who
can
I'm
love
gonna
her,
be
but
with.
keep her with you, not around me.
She don't be around me.
Wow. What's it like being in the middle of all this?
What happened? Was there a falling out? What do you think this is about?
I don't know what's it about, because before I got with Nicole, it was all, oh, you should be with Nicole, you should be with Nicole, y'all perfect for each other, this and that, and they was cool.
That's before she
They
changed
was
to the
bonded.
wicked witch.
And then it was like,
Wicked witch, and then you fake it because you don't make no
What she wanted.
So,
now we don't count
is this
no
like
more.
is this like
all the time.
all the time you're caught in between the two of them? Do you know about the message your mom left on her phone?
yeah, she told me once I got home from work.
That message, part of that message was saying that she hoped that you were cheating. So I've got to ask you, this STD, where'd that come from?
Long time ago.
How do you know? Were you there?
Because he told me.
So where did this sexually transmitted disease come from?
Before, I had just recently admitted that I had cheated on Nicole.
When have you admitted that you cheated on me?
Huh? What? When? Did you? When?
When?
Did I
miss something?
You had sex with another woman?
Yes.
Unprotected sex?
Head fall in your lap.
You admit now you cheated on her how many times? I didn't catch that.
I didn't catch it either.
Once.
Well, you did catch it.
Right, yeah, right. I did, literally.
How many times was it? You sure about that? Because you did do a lie detector test, and let me tell you now, if you've got anything to confess, I'd much rather you did it now than say, Tim, the machine got it wrong. What? So, come on.
Once.
Once. So that's the only time you've cheated on her. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
You're positive. Okay. Before Joseph took the lie detector test, we took it upon ourselves to provide him with a little company. So let's see what Joseph took upon himself to do with that company.
Are you gonna confess, or you will try to like get around the test?
Ain't no getting around it. I'm trying to deny it. I need to be thinking about how to ask me questions. You got some nice small lips now, but you can work some magic.
Yeah, I got small lips.
I'm scared as a camera.
You ready for him to come back to your house with all
You know what? From one mother to another, And I want to remember there's a little boy here who's gone through hell with operations as one mother to another. I am ashamed of the way you've been acting.
Yeah. Well, I've done a lot too, Miss Trish, that you don't know about. It might make it look bad for me.
No, but
because
just
I've been there for her son.
Yeah, but you're
that was sick.
no, I'm not talking about her son, but this lady here, it would be hard seeing your man do that. And instead of saying, but you're like
She's not
happy.
telling it off. That's the thing. She don't. She tells what she
What am I
wants
not
to
telling?
tell.
If I'm not telling everything, I want to talk about no STD. I want to talk about no Facebook bitches. I'm not ashamed. I want to know the truth.
Okay, but what about the guy that knocked that door? What about the guy that knocked that door?
Joseph should be out here because it is time for the lie detector test results. You wanted the lie detector test. He didn't ask us for one. So, okay, Joseph. So we're going to come to the lie detector test results. So, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Joining us is our polygraph expert, Tim Acosta. So, now here's the thing. I don't know anything. I'm just going to be reading the questions that we asked you, the answer that you gave. Tim is going to tell us whether you were telling the truth or not. So, Joseph, we asked you, when you go out partying with your friends, have you had sex with other women? You said no. Tim?
Next, his shocking admissions.
Have you had sexual intercourse? Have you had unprotected sex with other women? You said yes. Oh, God, you said yes. Do you know who gave you chlamydia?
A little bit hard to tell with all those. Later.
Exactly, you got your answer. You.
Hey.
You are the cop. Get off my stage.
Secrets will be revealed.
You got your answer.
Today on Trisha.
I dealt with a lot of things in my life, but what I won't deal with is a lying, cheating man. Then, we both had to get treated for an STD. And when I asked him where it come from, he tell me only God knows.
The fact that you think I'm cheating on you eats me up inside. Mama and KK, y'all gotta let me go. I'm a grown man.
We took it upon ourselves to provide him with a little company. Now, here's the thing. I don't know anything. I'm just going to be reading the questions that we asked you, the answer that you gave. Tim is going to tell us whether you were telling the truth or not. So, Joseph, we asked you, do you want the truth to come out today? You said yes. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Joseph was being truthful.
We asked you, when you go out partying with your friends, have you had sex with other women? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Joseph was being truthful.
We asked you, during your relationship with Nicole, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone else other than her? You said yes. Tim?
Joseph did admit to having sexual intercourse with 2 other women.
2 other women?
We asked Joseph, have you had sex with any of the females you told Nicole you ride around with? Oh, God, you said yes. Tim?
Joseph did admit that he did have oral sex performed on him from one of those females.
We asked you, during your relationship with Nicole, have you had sexual intercourse with any of the females you were Facebook messaging? You said yes. Tim?
Joseph did admit to having sex with one of those women.
We asked you, during your relationship with Nicole, have you had unprotected sex with anyone? You said yes. Tim?
Polygraph determined that Joseph was being truthful.
We asked you, do you know who gave you chlamydia? A little bit hard to tell with all those. You said no. Tim?
Polygraph determined that Joseph was being truthful. He does not know.
Here's the thing. That first question that we asked Joseph, do you want the truth to come out? And he said yes. So you screwed up And I know this has been eating you because Nicole said, sweetheart, you said that he was crying when he came out of that room. What does Nicole mean to you, really?
She's like the main vein of my heart, you know, and if I lose her, then what happens? It stops pumping. So I feel like without Nicole, I'm nothing.
So why did you cheat?
When we first was together, I felt like Nicole didn't have the same feelings for me that I had for her. So I kind of branched off a little bit. But I feel like if I would have knew what I know now, how she feel about me now back then, that it would have never ever happened.
Is she the sort of woman that you would want to marry and be with forever?
Yes, I would love to marry her.
So what would you be prepared to do in order to stay with her? And I understand their children, one of your children and the other little boy you've been with from the get-go through all of those operations and everything else. What would you want them, especially the little boy, looking up to Daddy? Would you like him to be just like you or to be different?
I want them to be better than me.
And have a look.
I want them to be better than me. You know, not do the things that I did. Sorry, Nicole.
You need to reach out more than that.
You ain't gotta say nothing to me.
I'm gone. You know, we do this show and you come here to prove to your girl that you are faithful and that you haven't cheated. So while you're waiting for the test to prove you're innocent, why don't I just go and get me some? How's that work then? You're here to prove you're faithful to your woman, and while you're thinking about how can I beat the lie detector test or be honest in the lie detector test, while you're waiting for that test, you cheat with a woman. I don't get that, do you? No. All right. You want to go home? Are your children here? No?
Nebraska.
Okay. Will you sit down and talk with our counselor before you go home, sweetheart? Will you do that for me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You walk out with your head held high. We'll be right back. Next. While the baby was in the hospital, did you have sexual intercourse with another woman?
The polygraph determined that Chris...
I knew it! I knew it! Hang on!
Exactly, you got your answer. You...
Hey! Will be revealed.
You got your answer
today on Trisha. All right, we're back. Now, Kayla and her boyfriend Chris are here because Kayla wants to find out if he has been cheating on her with his ex-girlfriends, her friends, and other random women while their 1-month-old son was in the hospital undergoing major surgery. Now, Kayla's terrified, as anyone would be, of raising that little boy alone. But you're saying you will if he fails the lie detector test. Now, your cousin, Amanda, is here. Amanda, let me ask you, you said you're around the house all the time. Do you think Chris has cheated?
Yes.
Why?
Because Kayla's had proof. He's told her that he's cheated on her. Every time he's texting on her phone. Every time he's texting on her phone, she goes up behind him to ask him what he's doing, who he's texting. He takes the phone and he'll throw it and make the battery fall out. Then they start arguing and then he'll leave. They need to pick what they want. They need to either be together or he needs to go his separate way. They have a baby to think about.
Thank you.
You're right about that.
All right, so let's come, thank you, Amanda. So now it's time to welcome back Tim Acosta, our polygraph examiner. So, here we go. Chris's lie detector results. We asked you, Chris, do you want the truth to come out today? You said yes. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Chris was being truthful.
Yes. Told you. All right. We asked you, during your relationship with Kayla, other than the one ex, have you had sexual intercourse with any other exes? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Chris was being truthful.
We asked you, while the baby was in the hospital, did you have sexual intercourse with another woman? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Chris was being truthful.
Told you.
All right, let's keep going. We asked you, during your relationship with Kayla, other than the one time you admitted to, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than her? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Chris was not being truthful.
We asked you, when you disappear for days, are you having sexual intercourse with anyone other than Kayla? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Chris was not being truthful.
We asked you, the night you went... Hang on, we asked the night you went to the bar with your ex, did you have sexual intercourse with her? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Chris was not being truthful.
We asked you, did you have sexual intercourse with a female that answered your phone on Kayla's birthday? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Chris was not being truthful.
Yeah.
How is that not being
Trisha?
Well, Chris, hang on. Let's hear what Tim has to say.
Trisha, when I sat down with Chris, I attached the instrument to him. I sat there and I watched the screen, and I do this with everybody I do an exam on. He was breathing perfectly normal.
Right.
As soon as the test started, he started controlling his breathing, trying to manipulate his results.
Right.
I asked him to stop a few times. He continued.
It didn't help him.
No,
in
it
the
did
end.
not.
No, because the only person... Oh! Just... Excuse me.
Hey, dude.
Get away from me, dude. If you want to work it out, seriously, if you want to work it out, just, okay? Listen to me, okay? Have a seat.
How many days
come.
that he
All right.
was lying?
Some, he was. How, you said you, forgive me for forgetting 22 years of age, and your little boy's going through all of this. Now, if you would double your ages, it would be stressful. And it pushes you apart at times, and you may have done things. And I'm really seriously, if you want to make this work, you need to...
I want to, man.
Yeah, and
but it's
I'm
just
here.
in my
I'm
mind.
here.
She got her, listen,
Okay, yeah.
she got her answers. I want mine.
All right, before we get to that, I want some honesty from you. I'm guessing, and please correct me, that the stress got to you, and it does get to you, and sometimes you're a young guy, and there are exes who probably know your history, and you crossed a line somewhere. This is really the time to be honest. I can't do anything with you if you're not.
All right, look, I'm sorry, I apologize.
On my birthday,
Hang on. Let him talk. You asked him for the truth. So is that what happened?
Pretty much. It's just in my mind that she cheated on me.
By all means,
But
if she wants to come back and have a test. But let me give you a warning. If she does a lie detector test and it comes back she hasn't cheated on you, you are gonna feel like dirt.
That's what I told him.
Worse than you are. So think very carefully. First, you need to be apologizing for what you did, because two wrongs, even if she was wrong, two wrongs do not make a right.
Sorry, I apologize.
You need to really apologize, man. If you need to be humble at any time. You hear what I'm saying? I'm trying to...
Listen to me.
Let him talk to you, sweetheart. I know you're hot.
I'm sorry. I love you with all my heart.
What were your
You cheat on me with another girl on my birthday and you love me? How do you love me and you somebody else on my birthday?
Do you think at 22 years of age you are seriously ready to look at this lady and say, this is the only woman you're ever gonna have sex with again?
I want to marry her. I want to spend the rest of my life with her. It's just in my head. Because in my head,
Why would you cheat?
in my head, I feel like you had sex with.
I never did nothing.
Exactly. You got your answers.
Hey.
You got your
All right,
answers.
listen, here's the thing. If you two sit down and talk with our counselor about what happens next, and Kayla, if you want to come back and do a lie detector test, then you need to speak to us when you're more, when you've calmed down from this, because if what you're saying is true, it will really mess up with his head.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna prove it to you for once and for all that I never did nothing, and you're gonna feel so bad for cheating on me all these times.
Sit down with our counselor. And then when you're good and ready to come back, we will do that. But if there's fighting and screaming, it's not going to do either of you any good. And it's not going to do your little boy any good. All right? Next. What happened after the cameras stopped rolling? Updates on today's guests.
You are the fire. Get off my stage.
Will be revealed.
You got your answers
today on Trisha. Welcome back. We wanted to give you updates on the stories that appeared on today's episode. And as always, we waited until the last minute before this show aired to get you the most accurate information. So here's today's Trisha Airdate update.
Nicole got the wake-up call of her life when she found out that Joseph was cheating on her in and out of our own studio. Not only did she feel betrayed by her boyfriend, but she was embarrassed to be around his mom and sister. Joseph has been trying to make it up to Nicole, but she's not answering his calls. Tanya and KK are happy that they're broken up and hope that they stay that way for their sake and the happiness of their family. Now, even though Kayla found out that Christopher had cheated on her 3 times, she still says, "I love him and that won't change." Amanda doesn't believe they should be together, but wants Kayla to be happy, even if it means being with Chris. Now, Chris agreed to go to couples therapy, but still thinks that Kayla should come back and face her own lie detector test. We'll be right back. Secrets will be revealed.
You got your answers
today on Trisha.
So here's the motto for today: the truth will find you out. Take care. See you soon.